We begin on the baseball diamond right here in the Bronx, where the Pinstripers are set to meet their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox, this weekend. Temperatures are set to be a scorcher and expected to be even hotter on the diamond, where the two clubs have no love for each other. The feeling is mutual among the two cities, and right now the Red Sox have a slight edge in the American League East. Boston clings to a one-game lead in the division, powered by J.D. Martinez and a rotation that has been better than the Yankees. Should be a marvelous series. 3-night games on tap, including Sunday's showdown between Sox hurler David Price and Pinstripe ace Luis Severino. That's the game of the week, and first pitch gets underway at 8 p.m. Sunday night. Yankees GM Brian Cashman said he is exploring all options in the arms race as the trade deadline looms next month, including taking a look at Mets star pitchers Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard. The Bronx Bombers sent a scout to take a look at Detroit starter Michael Fulmer. One pitcher the Yankees can count on is veteran CC Sabathia. That goes for on the mound and in the community. His foundation hosted a celebrity softball game Thursday night, and our BronxNet cameras walked the red carpet to tell the story. Here's more. What does it mean to you and your wife to be able to continue to accomplish so many big things for so many other people?
No, it's definitely amazing. Like you said, I mean, you don't just want to throw a check at anything. I kind of want to be involved and, be around and show my face in the community. So to have this kind of support and turnout tonight at the softball game is amazing.
We knew how important he would be for New York City and the Bronx, and so that's why when he was a free agent, we kept pushing the issue. And fortunately, he chose the right place to come, and he's been able to pitch in for CC's kids over here.
When I got the call that this was taking place, there was no hesitation. And actually, softball, I love it. So I'm glad I'm able to be here and make some impact on the community.
CC's always been there for us. We want to be here for him. Obviously this is for the kids, this is for the community. It's going to be a great game. Looking forward to getting out there again, and CC's always been supportive of the Posada, so we're very happy.
We're in a position where we can make a difference, and we should take advantage of that position, and Amber has taken everything that I taught her, and she's made it even better, so I'm super proud of her.
It's huge, especially because it's a New York thing. It's big for me. I'm always happy to do it, and this is a good cause, and it's going to be fun.
I'm not likely to play well in this game. If I go 1 for 1 in this, I've really started to make up for the fact that I was once severely injured in a celebrity game. So we'll see. Just put the bat on the ball. Don't strike out, right? That's the goal. Don't strike out, don't get injured, boom.
This is crazy because I actually grew up a block away from here, like literally across the street from the new Yankee Stadium, which used to be the old Yankee Stadium. And we come full circle, and for us to be doing charity promo, doing red carpet, and talking to BronxNet, who we based our show off of, we were just like, yo, keep it simple, basic cable content. Like, it feels so surreal right now.
Going to Yankee games as a kid and then coming to do something like this where it's like, it's not just, a bunch of rich people hanging out. It's for charity, it's for a good cause. That's really dope, man. It's to help the Bronx itself, which, we need help.
Great evening for a great cause. Kudos to CC, his wife, the Yankees, and all of the celebs for taking part. It's been a sad week for the New York Mets. The club is in a tailspin, and it also had to deal with news that general manager Sandy Alderson is taking a leave of absence. His cancer has returned, and his up-and-down tenure as Mets GM is essentially over. Chief Operating Officer Jeff Wilpon and the 70-year-old Alderson made the announcement before Tuesday night's game against Pittsburgh. On a brighter note for the Mets, Captain David Wright has been seen in the batting cage this past week, hoping to resume his career on the diamond while down in the minors. Former Heisman winner and pro quarterback turned baseball player Tim Tebow has had a hot month, fueling speculation that the Amazons might consider calling him up later this season. The Mets are in Miami this weekend. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. NBA free agency opens on July 1st. Expect LeBron James and Paul George to headline an interesting offseason of moves, which could include Kawhi Leonard finally being dealt from San Antonio. The Knicks and Nets probably won't be major players for any of the superstars, but the teams are excited about their draft picks. Both the Knicks and the Nets introduced their first and second rounders late last week. We traveled up to the Knicks training facility in Greenburgh, New York for the club's introductory press conference following last Thursday night's NBA draft. Check this out.
You guys, what are your expectations as rookies? How do you think you're going to fit in? You're young, but I'm sure you can't wait to get started. What do you think you'll be like your first year?
Yeah, personally, I'm just ready to get to work. I think me and Mitchell, we fit really well in the way Coach Fizdale really wants to coach and wants to play. I think we'll fit really well with the rest of the players and young guys, and we'll learn so much from them. I'll learn a lot from some of the veterans on the team. And I think throughout the whole season, I think we're just going to keep getting better as a team and as players. And I think as the season goes on, we're just going to gel pretty well as a team.
How do you see yourself fitting into the modern NBA with, mobile 7-footers who can spread the floor and shoot? Do you think that's kind of suited to your game?
Well, I mean, I run the floor pretty good. I block shots, and I can almost fit in with them. I feel like I can fit in on the team. Just get hard, work hard every day, and get better at the group.
Yeah, last night, Porzingis actually gave me a phone call. He called me on FaceTime. It's pretty good. He's in Real Madrid right now. So it was good to talk to him last night, be able to got some tips from him. I asked him how I was doing and stuff like that. So he's out there training right now. But it was good to talk to him. I think me and him would do really well together alongside some of the other guys. Porzingis is a big guy who really can stretch the floor, shoot the ball, and go down low. So I think me and some of the other guys can complement each other very well.
While all college basketball programs prepare guys to play in the NBA, the sort of pressure and the limelight and the spotlight you're under when you make a decision to play at Kentucky, I think does prepare you in a different way to play in a place like New York. So I think some of the things that are tougher for rookies to make adjustments to are some things that he's already been through.
Summer League will be big, and the whole getting acclimated to the NBA game, I think this summer will be big for him in training camp. And I know Coach will probably talk a lot about that later. That's more his department, but big opportunity for both young men actually. It'll be their first taste when they go out to Las Vegas for what the NBA is a little bit alike.
So guys like that, I feel like in the right environment, provided the right service, the right kind of coaching staff, the right organization, those guys find a way to flourish.
The NBA, NHL, and NFL are all in their off seasons, of course. The NHL draft also wrapped up last week with the three locals, the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils holding rookie training camps for their newcomers. The Giants and Jets are also about a month away from opening their respective training camps. The NFL will be back before you know it. Feels like the off season for the other big three isn't really an off season anymore between drafts and free agency. The Pro-Am and Street Ball circuit got underway this month. Hoops in the Sun just finished off week 2 at Orchard Beach. Check out hoopsinthesun.net for more coverage. New York native Lance Stevenson highlighted the first 2 weeks at the Bronx Riviera. No World Cup action on this Friday, but the round of 16 will resume Saturday. The quest for world supremacy has been a thriller so far, highlighted by an early exit by Power Germany that opened the door for Mexico to advance to the round of 16 even after defeat. Among the favorites that remain include Brazil, my pick, Spain, and Belgium. In the MLS, both New York City FC and the Red Bulls are in action this weekend. NYCFC will take on the Chicago Fire Saturday. On the road, the Red Bulls are in Toronto Sunday. Oregon State upended Arkansas in the College Baseball World Series. Oregon State won Game 3 5-0 and in the process won its third national championship since 2006. On the WNBA hardwood, the New York Liberty fell to Washington 80-77 Thursday night. The Liberty are now 4-10. The team is back in action tonight, hosting Chicago at the Westchester County Center. NASCAR invades Chicagoland Speedway Sunday as the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series returns to a summertime date there. We also see the return of the NBC Sports Group to the broadcast schedule and a new beginning for Dale Earnhardt Jr. After retiring from full-time racing following the 2017 season, the two-time Daytona 500 champion officially takes his spot on the broadcast team Sunday. IndyCar has the weekend off but returns next weekend in Iowa. Lewis Hamilton won the French Grand Prix last weekend. The series returns next weekend for the Austrian Grand Prix. In MotoGP, Ducati's Jorge Lorenzo has won back-to-back and finally looked like his old championship self. He'll try to make it 3 straight this weekend in the Dutch TT. In MMA, we are a week away from UFC 226 in Las Vegas. Heavyweights Stipe and Cormier headline International Fight Week in Sin City. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a salute to Aaron Judge and the men behind our BronxNet sports cameras. In this sports segment alone, you got a chance to see the work of two men that are not only great workers for our television station, but dear friends as well. Chris Busateri covered last night's celebrity softball game at Yankee Stadium, while Jorge Gomez had you covered at the Knicks training facility. My dynamic duo makes me look good. They are the eyes behind the lenses and the editors that make sports stories here at BronxNet reality. Jorge is working hard on his master's and is at the top of his class, while Chris is just a few months away from getting married to former BronxNet producer and current MSNBC producer Marcy Santiago. Congrats to them on their engagement and to Jorge on being just as great in the classroom as he is in the field for us. The same could be said for my man CP, who asked for the week off earlier this week to spend some quality time with his fiancée. Chris and Marcy set out to take a trip, and where else would one of the best guys in sports want to go when he has time off from the games? Folks, he went to Philadelphia to see the Yankees play the Phillies. Never a night off, even when he has a night off. That's dedication, that's a fan. So I wasn't surprised when his video, shot with his phone, no less, went viral this week. You've probably seen it everywhere, from one great guy to another. Here's Chris Busateri capturing Aaron Judge in the outfield in Philly.
Gold glove. Woo!
As they say, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Big ups to Aaron Judge and the men behind the cameras for capturing the boys of summer. Here's to you, the BronxNet boys. Happy 4th of July. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.